Hello students. So we have discussed so many methods to find whether the system is stable or not. So basically we have started with the RH criteria wherein we observe the first column values of a table, whether it's any sign changes. So then so many number of roots will lies on the right hand side of the S plane. So the system will be unstable. After that root locus, in that root locus again if you cross root locus that j omega axis or imagine axis that results in a system instability, right? Similarly, we have so many methods like Bode plots, Nyquist plot. Now, one more is that polar plots. Today, we will discuss with the polar plots. How exactly its polar plots will help you to determine whether the system is given, one is stable or unstable. So definition goes, if open loop transfer function of a given system is denoted by g of s h of s, then its magnitude and phase are represented by magnitude of g of j omega and h of j omega with an angle of g of j omega h of j omega. So definition, you'll see polar plot is defined as it is the plot of magnitude of g of j omega and h of j omega versus angle of g of j omega h of j omega when angular frequency omega is varied from 0 to infinity. This is very important. It's the plot of magnitude versus angle when omega is varied from 0 to infinity. That is g of j omega h of j omega versus angle g of j omega h of j omega when omega varies from 0 to infinity. So let us look one small example here how exactly to draw the polar plots. Draw the polar plot for a given open loop transfer function, that is g of s h of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus 0.1 s, right? So consider that given open loop transfer function g of s h of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus 0.1 s. In the first step in the polar plot is replace s by j omega. This is very important. To replace s by j omega, so it will result in what? To frequency domain form, right? So now this s should be replaced by what? J omega. G of j omega h of j omega is equal to 1 by 1 plus 0.1 j omega. So its magnitude is given as magnitude of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to 1 by under root a square of real part and imaginary part. Square of 1 is what? 1 again, plus imaginary part is here 0.1 omega, right? 0.1 omega square. Call this one as equation number 1. Then phase of this one is given as phi is equal to angle of g of j omega h of j omega is equal to angle of this one will be 0 degree. So that is tan inverse of imaginary by real part. Imaginary part here is 0. 0 by 1 is what? 0 divided by, then what is the angle of this one? Tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. What is the imaginary part here? 0.1 omega, right? Tan inverse of 0.1 omega by 1. And the angles are in the denominator. If you take numerator, it will become what? Minus. So therefore, minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega. You call this one as equation number 2. So with the help of equation number 1 and 2, so you can easily draw the polar plot. Let us see how exactly it will. So by considering these equation 1 and 2, tabulate the magnitude and phase for different values of omega. I mentioned this omega value has to be varied from 0 to infinity. So omega is what? Radians per second. G of j omega h of j omega is a magnitude column. So phi is an angle is in degrees, right? So vary this omega in these equation number 1 and 2 to get the magnitude as well as angle. If I go on substituting the value of omega, say 0, 2, 5, 10, 20, up to infinity. So the values are here, we are getting 1, 0.98, 0.89, 0.71 like this. When the omega reaches infinity, so it will become 0. So when omega reaches infinity, its angle is what? Minus 90 degree. Starting point when omega is 0, magnitude is 1, angle is 0. When omega is infinity, magnitude is 0 and angle is minus 90 degree. From this value, you need to draw the polar plot. How exactly? Let us look here. See. So when omega is 0, what is the magnitude? 1. So when omega is 0, I'll take this one as magnitude 1 with a unit circle. So you can observe here, this is the real part, It's an imaginary part, right? So its magnitude is 1 of unit circle when omega is 0. What is the angle here? 0 degree. This is 0 degree line. Next, you see the next value when omega equal to 2. What is the value of 0.98 is the magnitude? Means that value comes within the unit circle. I put a cross mark here for the omega equal to 2. So that magnitude will be lesser than 1, means it will come inside the unit circle, right? So therefore, this is a cross mark with an angle. How much it is? Minus 11.3. Means minus 11 means it is in the fourth quadrant. This is a rough diagram, right? Next, if I increase the omega value as 2, magnitude is 0.89. What is the angle? Minus 26.6. When omega is 5, so here is a cross mark, right? Its angle is what? Minus 26.6. If I do the same and follow, you can observe here magnitude go on decreasing, means it will come inside the unit circle. When I put omega as infinity, its magnitude is what here? 0, right? So the same thing, its angle is what? Minus 90 degree. See, here I have written when omega equal to infinity, magnitude is what? 0 means exactly origin. Angle is what? Minus 90 degree means minus 90 degree is this one, right? See, the graph started from this point, go on reducing the what? Magnitude with a negative angle, it reaches 0. So this is what the arrow mark what I have shown is what the polar plot. So just a magnitude and angle plot, right? So just to, with the help of this table, so you can easily draw graph. Next, I will define some basic terms. Determination of omega GC and omega PC in polar plot. What are these omega GC and omega PC? We will look into it. Gain crossover frequency, that is omega GC. For what value of omega, polar plot cuts the unit circle is called as gain crossover frequency. It is denoted by omega GC. Then unit is radians per second. That is, symbolically we can write magnitude, that is g of j omega h of j omega is equal to 1 when omega equal to omega gc, right? It is very simple. Phase crossover frequency, that is omega pc. For what value of omega, polar plot cuts minus 180 degree line is called as phase crossover frequency. It is denoted by omega pc. So its unit is what? Radians per second. That is angle when g of j omega h of j omega is minus 90 or minus 180 degree when omega equal to omega pc. These are very important to find the system is stable or unstable. See, in the graphical representation you can see this is the real axis, it's an imaginary axis. This is the unit circle you can see. Assuming that this is the your polar plot, means it is start from omega equal to 0 and omega to infinity. This is starting point, ending point. See, assuming that the nature of polar plot is in this way. So for what value of omega, this polar plot cuts the unit circle. This frequency is called omega equal to omega g. Condition is that magnitude of g of j omega h of j omega is what? 1, right? So you can observe further here, this polar plot cuts this minus 180 degree line. This is 0 degree line, minus 90, minus 180, minus 270, right? So for what value of omega, this polar plot cuts minus 180 degree line. This is called omega PC. This is a condition. Angle of g of j omega h of j omega is what? Minus 180. See, these are the two important points. So I'll repeat it again. So in this case, assuming that this is a polar plot, for what value of omega, polar plot cuts unit circle is what? Omega GC, gain crossover frequency. For what value of omega, polar plot cuts minus 180 degree line is called omega PC. Here, omega GC is appearing first and then omega PC is appearing later. Means omega GC is lesser than omega PC, right? Because omega starting from 0 here up to infinity means go on increasing. Therefore, from the graph you can see omega GC is less than omega PC. Therefore, this system is called as stable. This is a condition for what? Stable system. Next, we will see in the case 2, assuming that this is again unit circle. Assume that this is your polar plot here. For what value of omega it cuts unit circle? Here it is, right? So for what value of omega it cuts the minus 180 degree line? This is what the omega PC. This is what the omega GC. In this case, omega GC is greater than omega PC. This kind of systems are unstable, right? This is the second case. Third case we'll look into it here. How exactly? Case 3, where exactly this is assume that this is a unit circle, this is the real part, this is the imaginary part. Assume that this is a polar plot, starting value with the omega equal to 0 and the end values of omega equal to infinity. You can assume here, see this is how the polar plot is traversing. For what value of omega it is crossing the or cuts the unit circle at this point, right? Similarly, for what value of omega it cuts the minus 180 degree line, same point. Here, omega GC is also here, omega PC is also here. So it means that value at omega, it cuts the minus 180 degree line as well as unit circle is same. So this is the omega GC equal to omega PC. Then system is called marginally stable. So all these three cases, case 1, case 2, case 3 is summarized in a simple table here. When omega GC is less than omega PC, gain margin and phase margin will be positive. The system will be stable. Second case, omega GC is greater than omega PC. GM and PM will be negative. System is unstable. When omega GC is equal to omega PC, gain margin and phase margin will be 0. The system marginally stable. So we'll look into it how exactly you need to determine gain margin and phase margin. So these are the two terms will help you to find what system stability. Assuming that this is the unit circle, right? So the polar plot cuts the unit circle at this point. This is omega GC. Polar plot cuts the minus 180 degree and this is omega PC. See, at this omega GC point, what is this angle we need to find? That represented by what? Phi, right? So at this point, a value at which it crosses minus 180 degree line, this length we need to find, that is OQ, right? So to find gain margin, we need to write gain margin in terms of dB is equal to 20 log of 1 divided by magnitude, means magnitude of G of j omega H of j omega at omega equal to omega PC, right? That is length of OQ. Means to find gain margin, so need to write 20 log 1 divided by length of this OQ, that we need to write. This is available in the tabulation, right? So that is what gain margin in terms of dB is equal to 20 log 1 by length of OQ in terms of dB, right? Similarly, how to find phase margin? 180 degree plus angle of G of j omega H of j omega when omega equal to omega GC. This is very important. See here. So need to find this angle. This angle is also available in the tabulation, right? So phase margin will be 180 degree plus phi. This usually phi will be in terms of negative angle. So while solving the numericals, we'll come to know how exactly you need to find. Okay, stop it here.